On the cloud. What is big look like? There we go. Now it look a little better. We about to get this shit going. About to get this thing going. Get this shit going. I know we're late, y'all. I know we're late, but tap in, tap in, tap in. I know it's late, guys. I know it's motherfucking late. I know it's late. Let's tap in tonight. All them grown folks, man, at this fucking festival, man. Appreciate you tapping in. I see one of y'all up in here. All them grown folks at the fucking tequila festival last night. At the tequila festival last night. What it do, Andy? Boy, what's up with it, Andy? AKA Johnny Sparks. Yeah, what's going down, man? I know who you are, man. Johnny Sparks, man. Good to see. We've been worried about you, man. We've been worried about you, man. I told everybody that you at your house in Mesquite. You trying to patch things back up with your wife and all, but yeah. I'm glad to hear from you, man. Same old, same old. I started my live too late tonight, man. I got out today with Cinco de Mayo, and of course, you know I'm in the restaurant business, and we got busy at the end, and I got off a little late. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I had a drink with a couple of coworkers after work, and they wanted me to have a drink with them. I should have arrived home a little earlier. I wanted to get here before 10 and start the live at 10, and I realized I got here a little late. I said I'm gonna try it at 10:30. And if I can get a couple of people to stick their head up in here for an hour or so, man, I'm cool with that. But tonight, if I don't get this, oh yeah, man, it's always love, man. You know when a lot of people, a lot of you guys, y'all started out watching it live, man, from the beginning, and some of y'all still around. You know, I respect that. I love the fact that some of you guys are still around. You know, a lot of people died off, man. Once Katie stopped being on, a lot of people died off. So, and which is cool with me because it lets me know who was really on here for me and who was just on here for her. So I appreciate the guys that's been tapping in and stay tapped in, from Lisa to Miss Dunn One. Dill, he still come in every now and then. Shawanda Win. What's up, Shawanda? As you see, I got the headliner going in. I'm going to share it on Facebook. I put the thumbnail on there and everything. Let me share. Let me highlight this bitch. Let me do a little tapping. What's up with it? What it do though? 85 cut dog, custom made T-top. Sitting on his tippy toes, making fees bop. I'd rather wear shell toes, fuck Reeboks. What up, 85 cut? Got a flip of yak, now I'm headed to the weed spot. Yeah, man. I know I'm late, man. It was busy at work. You going to bed, man? I know, man. It's all good, man. I was saying to myself, I said, I know if I start too late, everybody gonna be going to bed. For some reason, man, I've been getting out work at least an hour later than normal, man. I normally don't get home this late. Normally, reason why I'm off late tonight because they got busy at work and because it's Cinco de Mayo, and I got out later than what I knew. I knew I was gonna get out late, but I wanted to get before 10 o'clock. Uh, I sure appreciate that, man. Hell yeah, that's what's up right there, man. Much love. Um, but yeah, if at a one time, man, at certain parts of the year, I get off work. It's slow period. I might get off at 7:30 or 8, which allows me to get home in enough time to shoot it live, and you guys can jump on. Oh yeah, it was packed, man. When I left, it was still kind of halfway packed. I stopped by the bar to have me a drink with a couple of co-workers, and I came home because I wanted to do my live, man, and talk about this crazy shit that happened in Shreveport this weekend at the Tequila Festival. Right now, I'm tagging a lot of Shreveport people. You know what I'm saying? Tagging a lot of Shreveport people. You know what I'm saying? For they can get this. They need to get there. We gonna talk tonight. Make sure I don't tag too many people. A lot of shit go on. And this is why people understand. People don't understand. Now y'all wonder why 50 Cent spent $500, $500,000 for security. Y'all wonder why 50 Cent spent all that money for security at the Humor and Humanity event last year. Y'all wonder, right? And here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna tag as many as people I can, just for the simple fact. Even people that's not from Shreveport. Cinco de Mayo was today. Of course, they had the Tequila Fest in Shreveport yesterday, which you don't put people on tequila in Shreveport at events that goes on in the city because it's just not right, man. Shreveport people are already, they already want to smoke with anybody they see. They've been going back and forth with on Facebook or whatever in the streets over the past years. People, yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Do I need to chill out? Who we got up in here still? What's up, Shawanda? Yeah, did you go to the tequila? Were you at the tequila festival this weekend in Shreveport? Shawanda, I know you live out there. Were you at the festival this weekend? I kind of hate I started this shit late. I'm gonna probably run it for about an hour with you guys. Oh, you said hell no. She said hell no, I want there. I know that's right. I'm gonna try to run it about an hour, man. If nobody don't tap up in this thing, we're gonna have to run it back tomorrow. We're gonna have to run it back tomorrow. Well, I got one Shreveport person up in here, so that's always good. I seen niggas punching on females. It just been wild today, man. It just been wild in Shreveport. But shit, man. We had Andy C. Andy, where you at, Andy? We 8 minutes into the live. I know I started late tonight, y'all. Tap in. Shreveport, tap in. I know y'all in here, man. I just tagged some people from Shreveport. I just tagged 99 people from Shreveport. I know y'all peeping up in here right now. Let's see what I'm talking about. Explain to us what's going on with the tequila y'all was drinking on this weekend. All them damn fights. You got weaves, front lace wigs, eyelashes all on the streets of downtown Shreveport right now. Running around like tumbleweeds and shit. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. Let's be real. Dallas, out here in Dallas, there are events that goes on every day, damn near. Sometimes it's an event that go on throughout the week, or every week is something going on in Dallas, and people be full of alcohol, drinks, and everything. And now once you see or hear somebody getting into a fight over some bullshit. I understand you live in a small city. A lot of people, they got some type of animosity toward each other. That's how it is when you don't have no choice but to see people and be around the same people every time you go places. When something happens in the city, everybody knows about it. But why y'all can't enjoy yourself? Why it always got to be somebody having an issue with somebody at these events like that? I'm already knowing what it is. I just want y'all to tell me. I see how black people act with each other when they just on regular shit. Like for example, I can be going to the 7-Eleven and hold the door for a black woman or a black guy, and every now and then you might get a thank you. And when they do say thank you, they got a mug on their face. They have a mug on their face. Somebody hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. See, those are Streetport person just logged in. They logged in and logged out. They listened to what I had to say. And they wanted to see where I was going with the narrative. And they logged out. Those are somebody from Streetport. Or somebody from my Facebook page. I'm going to say it like that. It was somebody from my Facebook page or somebody from Streetport. Who we all got in here now? Let me look at it. Maybe my chat line log. Hold up. Is it lagging? Shout out to the people that do speak whenever they do come up in this motherfucker instead of trying to hide, you know, who they are. They don't be want to let you know they watching it live. That's all right though. We gonna talk about this shit. What up, Jake Smith? There you go. I know Jake was up in this thing. I thought my shit was tripping. Everything good, man. I just got out of work. Cinco de Mayo had us busy. We had a late pop. I got out of work about an hour later than normal. My intention were to come straight home and start the live, but I had a drink out to work with a couple of coworkers. They wanted me to have a drink with them, and I had to get back to this side of town because I work on the other side of town. I work downtown area, and I live in North Dallas area, far North Dallas, Addison. And I said I want to do this live so bad tonight. I said, I don't care what time it is. When I started, we're going to do this live. I might have to get back on it again tomorrow if I get off early, just to bring some more emotion to the shit. Cause I just tagged a couple people from Shreveport to join the chat line. Maybe they can talk about and add some shit to the live and shit since they live in Shreveport and they was around all that shit going on in Shreveport, Louisiana yesterday at the Tequila Fest. I know you've been busy, man. I know you. It's like I noticed one thing about you, Jake. You normally this the time you normally come in anyway. Whenever I start my live at 8:30 or 9, you don't show up until about like after 10 o'clock anyway. Like you be part of the second hour. You never pretty much part of the first hour, which I'm starting late tonight. Like pretty much this is the first hour. It's 10:40 right now. See, I would normally be probably an hour and a half into the show by now, and that's when you come in. Which either way it go, I still appreciate it. I like our 85 cut, even though he's going to sleep. He still got he still got it on his TV to give me the view and the time, the hours. So if I can get you guys to, people like Lisa, she stays on, Shawanda stays on a long time. If I can get like 5 or 10 people to stay on, the whole entire show with me, that's cool. It makes my hours go up quicker for my requirements for monetization. So I was getting when I had Katie on the show, and we were doing thousands of views and shit every night. 10,000 views, 17,000 views, 33,000 views, 1,400, shit like that. The hours was going up quickly. But when I'm doing these views lately by myself, I ain't really been getting. Lisa either watching the basketball game playoffs because Lisa's into basketball, or she's probably, she probably be asleep though. Lisa's an early bird. She's not an early bird, but Lisa already know if I'm not going on at a certain time, I'm probably gonna be doing it live. You quit your job, and I work every day and got with the owner. She said I could come back and work anytime I want. Well, at least you got that right there, though. At least you didn't go on a bad break. Man, what this nigga right here call me for, man? Yeah, you don't want to go out no bad note. It's like when you quit a job, put your 2 weeks notice in. That way you damn, what the hell nigga call me for, man? Yeah, you don't want to go out on a bad note with nobody, man. That's why some jobs are required you to put your 2 weeks notice in before you quit. That way you can come back. If you don't stick out through that 2 weeks notice, they ain't gonna you're not rehireable. But your situation a little bit different. You and this lady, y'all had a little words with each other, or not words, but you had a little disagreement or whatever. And it's good that y'all ain't going out in a bad way. Yeah, I remember you said you had 3 jobs. Yeah, you need a break, man. You don't need to be. You need to get time. You need to have a break for yourself. You need to. Damn, King, I'll tell you what you called me for, man. What's up, man? He must accidentally call me or something. And then he called me on Messenger. That's what I don't be liking. Nigga be calling you on Messenger. And he got my phone number. Yeah, man, you don't want to go out on a bad limb with them. This nigga just called me back. What is he doing? Why my shit not ringing? Whoa, what's happening with it? I didn't mean to call you, bro. My bad. Oh, I'm like, what the hell you keep calling me for? I'm on my live on YouTube and shit. You good? All right, I got you. My bad. You all good? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good you going out on a good ring though, man. But like, you need time to yourself, man. No matter. I mean, the money's gonna always be there, man. But you got to make time for yourself and whoever else is involved in your life. Um, get back right here. There we go. Never mind what, Shawanda, what's up? Well, shit, he called me accidentally too though. So yeah, he probably pocket. It's one of my coworkers. But motherfucker call you. Yeah, he answered the call. He one of my coworkers. He didn't call me on purpose. He pocket dialed me. So Shawanda, they had something going on tonight too in Shreveport too, right? Was the tequila festival still carrying on today since today is Cinco de Mayo? Yeah, man, it be some wild ass shit, man. Yeah, it was something going on today. Yeah, they had something going on, but it's good though. You stay out the way, I see. Yeah, fuck all this shit, man. Uh, and now you get now. Here's the thing about Shreveport. See, back when I was younger, back in my when I say before I even when I was staying in Shreveport, I was in my early 20s. When I was going to Shreveport, we was out. The people that's in their 40s, like mid 40s, and almost 50, in late 30s, they wasn't hanging out where we was at. They wasn't hanging out. The people back then, the 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds back then, when we was in our 20s, they wasn't hanging around us. They wasn't mixing the events and party events with us. No matter what, they had their own spots. These days, now that we at that age, we still like to be outside. And we out there with them young folks that's going crazy, doing all type of crazy shit, getting full of alcohol. And it's crazy to see all these grown women, mothers fight in the middle of the street. And I seen like 7 different fights. You see all these different women fighting in the street. Grown women. So many women kids was out there. Because their kids are grown up to be out there too. That's how bad it was. Now people ask like, why 50 Cent paid all that money for security last year at the Human Humanity event for 4 days? You needed to pay. You see what happened when you don't have that type of security or type of people on your neck? And this was a smaller event. People like, yeah, at least nobody didn't get killed, nobody didn't shoot. Yeah. Why they fighting? It's just what people do when they get full of the alcohol. They get under the conditions, man, where any little thing can make somebody mad. Especially in a small town like Shreveport, it probably has about 250,000 people, 300,000 at the most. You put them in Bossier City together, what it do, Jahead Oceans? What it do, man? Good to see you too, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm talking about the tequila festival that happened in Shreveport, Louisiana yesterday. A lot of these people, they have animosity toward each other because the city is so small where everybody knows each other. And then some of this shit be all stuff to be said on Facebook, you know. They be going back and forth and they can't wait to see each other when they get out in the streets. Or you see somebody out there, and once you do get out there, you might don't have a problem with nobody. You might accidentally step on somebody's shoe, or you looked at somebody wrong, or somebody they under the influence, where anything can make them mad. You got to understand now. You got the X pills ain't like they used to be. The X pills don't make you lovey-dovey and happy and smiling no more. They got all type of shit in it now. They mixing all this other shit with the alcohol, cocaine and whatever. You know you don't mix cocaine with alcohol. I mean, people do, but I'm just saying the attitude is different when you do cocaine and weed together. I'm around a lot of people to be on cocaine and weed, but they be in a good mood. But Shreveport people are different. Yeah, man, it's crazy when you go to an event, you got to think about it, and you always got to say, man, I hope them boys don't start nothing tonight. Which, and it ain't just boys, it's women too. You see on the thumbnail, there's them women on the thumbnail. You got weaves and shit, their hair pulled out, laying in the middle of the street. Them women that's on that motherfucker. You got, yeah. And it's sad that, but people, like I was saying, people say, at least nobody didn't get shot or nothing like that. What about, why y'all just can't have fun without anything happening? There's an all-black club right around the corner called the Hideaway. It goes on every night. It's going down. It's packed right now, and it's black. It ain't but black people, and we just can't say I just you put a bunch of black people in one building. It's gonna happen like that. It's a place around the corner right now. It's a few places that's all black, and everybody in there drinking and having a good time, and there don't be no fights. You never have to worry about the police and them coming around and bringing up a fight. Security guard has an easy job. But it's an ego thing. Maybe it's an ego thing. Yeah, I seen some women fighting men too. I seen a dude knock the girl out. I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning and see my messages on Facebook was had some notifications, and I was sent so many fights from the festival, and I was just telling my homeboy last night we was riding around, we were both kind of like looking on our phone, looking at Facebook, Cause we both from the same city, and we knew it was something going on in Shreveport yesterday, and we kept on going on the phone because it was everybody was posting their videos and live, chicks shaking their ass, everybody having a good time. This was the daytime. I told my homeboy, I said, I bet you anything. What you say, most? What happened you had? I told my homeboy, I said, watch this. Watch you find out there was some shooting and some fights going on when you wake up in the morning. And just like I had said, out of all that dancing and having fun early in the daytime while the sun was out, that tequila kicked in when the moon came out, and them motherfuckers started fighting each other. I seen one fight, did about 8 niggas on one dude. The dude, little homeboy, was in the background trying to get in and help this homeboy, but people was holding him back. Which it's two things you could think of. They were holding him back because they didn't want, because he could have got the bad end of the stick too, or they just, I don't know why. It's only one thing that could happen on that. Because somebody had tried to call out like dude wasn't trying to go out there and help his boy, but you can see very clearly in the video that people were stopping him from going to help his homeboy. Yeah, it's an ego trip. More people don't know themselves. I mean, don't you stay in Shreveport, J.O. Ocean? Don't you stay in Shreveport? Because I know my mama, she's 72 years old. She don't even be outside. She don't even care. But she hear about these events. She hear about what happened in downtown and all this shit right here. This shit tastes good. The word travel fast in Shreveport, especially with social media involved. It goes faster. I'm way out here in Dallas, 200 miles away from this bitch. And I heard the news expeditiously. It came to me that quick. And people always say, man, damn, why you always talking about the city like that? I ain't talking about the city. I'm speaking through observation on what was sent to me from the city. Shit's wild, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. It's been a while, man, since I got 20 likes too, man. Yeah, you connected with the city. It's right. You are from Wickerland. That's right. I didn't know if you were still living in the city or you moved out there because, yeah, I was going to ask you, did you partake in the events that carried on yesterday and today in Shreveport? I guess it was Tequila Festival. Day one was yesterday and day two was today for Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to Wickerland. It makes me wonder. Shit, I know I ain't probably made people mad just from doing the live. From doing the live. But how long I've been doing the live? About 2-3 months now. Shit, I know I ain't probably hit some nerves and shit. Uh, I've done it on Facebook. I said some shit that I feel about something, and somebody probably took offense to it. Shit, I could make no telling who got a dot on my head from them. Somebody might be. There's one thing about being a blogger, and I had to tell my other fellow blogger, my partners, then from this other podcast out of Shreveport. I said we think about doing what we do. We're gonna have people that hates us, not dislike us, that hates us, that we'll never meet, and they never met us, and they probably would never meet us, and we'll probably never meet them. But they're gonna hate us because it's something that we said or it's something that we were saying to make them don't like us. We probably said a million things that they agree with and they love, but we said 1, 2, 3 things that they don't like, and they want to get us. Yes, the truth hurts, and you gotta understand. Nobody ain't speaking. I'm never speaking to hurt anybody though. Sometimes every situation, and you gotta understand every situation that occurs is hitting somebody's backyard, and just happen to be sometime it might be your turn that it hits your backyard. You gotta accept the lick like everybody else do, because when it's somebody else's turn and the message is hitting their backyard, you entertain that. It might be some shit that goes on. As much as shit I laugh at and troll and laugh about, it's certain shit that hit that target my neighborhood or homies from my neighborhood. And I sit back. I say, you know what? I'm not for the. It's not my job. People always say, why you ain't doing no show about that? Why would I do a fucking show about one of my peoples or my neighborhood? That's stupid. Yeah, I know it. Nah, it nothing ain't happened with you guys. I seen the fights. I got all the video. People sent them to me. These were young boys. They younger than us. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I know they younger than me. I know. I see one of my homegirls. Her son was out there, so he had to be. I'm gonna say 32 and under. Some of them boys look like they're about in the early 30s, but these were young boys. Them girls though, I seen women out there. I seen women in their 40s fighting. And it was a mixture of everything. You probably had five girls, five on five, and they all was in between the ages of 23 and 43. I knew a lot of people our age had went to those events. People from there. I seen niggas. I seen niggas from everywhere. Niggas from all over the hood city. Everybody was posting their pictures and videos, letting people know what was going on. I didn't even know nothing about the event until I went on Facebook. I went on Facebook and I seen that it was some shit going on in Shreveport, and I'm like, okay. And then as the day went on, that shit was getting more live and live and crunk and crunk. I was like, oh, somebody gonna fight tonight. It was gonna be some shootouts. I hate to say that, but that's just what that is. And I wake up this morning and I got all these fucking the messages in my messenger of people. They sent me all these videos in my messenger of all the fights that had happened. I would show you guys, but I don't want to get no copyright strike for showing violence. Which if you're on Facebook, you gotta send me your Facebook information. I can message you on Facebook. I can message you on Facebook. I can send you all the fights. Because I can't put it on here because Facebook like copyright strike me. I did one podcast episode. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show you a picture right now. Look at this picture right here. Look at this shit. Look at these hoes. Look at this shit right there. Look at this shit. Look at the people with the cameras in the background and shit. They go, what right there? I posted this on Facebook today. That's the thumbnail. Who you are on Facebook, man? I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger. Before they take these motherfuckers down. Shit. Like shit, me, man, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. All right, cool. I I stopped going to places. I stopped going to places that. Let me tell y'all something. Between the ages of 8, so I started clubbing when I was about 18, 19. And from 18 to 25, everywhere I went in club events or wherever, they patted you down before you go in. You can't wear certain hats. Some places you go to, you can't wear certain shoes. That's how it was crazy because they knew some shit was gonna jump out, and they knew certain hats stood for certain shit, and that's all it took for somebody to take offense to what your hat you wearing. And I always thought I was some shit like that. Um, I told myself about 15 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, I said, I'm fixing to stop going to places where if I get patted down in a place, I don't need to be going to that place. If I'm going inside of a place and they patting me down, I don't need to be here. That's just like saying if I go somewhere and I gotta have my gun, I don't need to go there. I just go to Coco Palace, Phase One, Players Club, uh, Club Capri, Club Lexus, Club Lacey's, Station One, Midtown, Crystal Palace Skating Rink. Uh, what I could go on and on. Club Congress. Every place I had to go, this is a little spot we used to go to back in the day, man. What that shit was called? Planet Soul. Back in high school. We was in high school, they patted us down. The Greenwood Plaza, that shit, they have all that shit. They patted you down because they knew what was gonna happen. Even in certain football games. The Soul Bowl, yeah, they patted you down. Coco patted out. H&H about the only place that you didn't get patted down in. That was in the bottom. There was a hood club in the bottom. Yo. Dead Oceans. Hey, Jahid, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do your Facebook profile have a face on it? You don't have no profile pic? Yeah, man, yeah. I mean, I used to be all up in the bottom. My older brother, he a bottom boy. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, them the guys, the bottom boys is the ones that put me down with the hustle gang. Like back in my neighborhood, in my hood, where I'm from, Cherokee Park, back then, in my age bracket, only had a couple of homeboys that was hustling like real big. But that ain't who turned me on to the hustle gang. I started running around my brother, them bottom boy. Damn. I started running with them bottom boy. They taught me how to sell that dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think this must be your profile pic. Uh, is this your profile pic? You got 6 friends, one, and you got Ty Davis, Kenneth Reed, Melvin Taylor. Is this you? You got Wookerland right there, Ty Davis. They gotta be you. I know Ty Davis, Kenneth Reed, Melvin Taylor. Okay, so that's you then. All right, cool. I'm gonna add you right now. That way I can. I can send you some shit. Bam, go like that. Then I get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, shit be wild. I got you right here, man. Nigga always, they got people always sending me the exclusives. The exclusive, whether it's on Instagram. Hey, hit that like button. I see you tapping in. Hit that like button. It's not often that I share my insight. This ain't nothing really to be holding in anyway. Everybody got these videos. Everybody got these videos. Shit, some shit right here, man. This is some wild ass shit, man. Everybody, you know what? Everybody can't drink tequila either. Everybody can't drink tequila. Not no siree. I know that. I've been taking. I shot Jose Cuervo. I shot Jose Cuervo gold for over 20 years. Like after I had to get out of work, and I take about 3 or 4 shots. Like on my birthdays and shit, I used to get. I be 10 shots in on Jose, and I used to be that shit to make a nigga evil. But luckily, I ain't never did nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying, on Jose Cuervo. I think alcohol really, I always try to beat alcohol. 'Cause I know how alcohol can make a nigga go. Anybody. Uh, Somebody would know that you drunk and they'll take offense to what you saying. Opposed to you to say what you say sober. So you always gotta watch yourself and you gotta watch people's reaction on how you talk whenever you are drunk. I don't get drunk though no more. But I know one thing about tequila, what it does to you. And I know a lot of people was on that Jose Cuervo Gold yesterday. I know they were. Cause most niggas from the hood, that's what they shoot if it ain't Patron. The cheap route they go with Cuervo Gold. And you put salt on the, whenever you put salt on the rim, and you take a shot of any type of alcohol and you put salt on the rim, you know what that salt does? The salt makes the alcohol run through your bloodstream quicker and your veins quicker and you get fucked up faster. Oh, you welcome that, Jad. You get fucked up quicker. You get fucked up quicker that way. I remember shit, I had to get out of work and I had to go to the little bar behind where my job was at. And we used to all meet up over there. We used to get full of that tequila, man. And we'll have our beer, and every beer we drink, we'll have a tequila shot. And we started off with a beer and a tequila shot, and we used to put salt on the rim. I always get a salt in the lime, and I used to put salt on the rim. And it got to a point, man, I'd be laying in the gazebo like this. And I went to sleep one time. The next day, people were laughing at me too. I went to sleep. The next day, I went to that same place, man. The bartender had said, "Let me holler at you, man." I said, "What's up?" He said, "You know why you be getting fucked up and you be down there passing out?" I said, "Why?" He said, "You be having this. You be taking this salt. You be drinking, putting that salt in your rim. It makes the alcohol hit your bloodstream quicker, and that's how you get fucked up faster." And it makes sense to me because I remember we had this drink called the Ice Pick. It's vodka and tea mixed together. And you put sweet and low up in there to make it to have a little nice good flavor with it. And you put sweet and low up in there, it should get you fucked up quick because that sweet and low, all it does is just run through your motherfucking your bloodstream quick. And I learned that's why I say people be putting salt in around just because they think it tastes good or it kind of helps the taste. Nah, that shit get you fucked up quicker. Then y'all learn something today about alcohol. And I hope Shreveport tapped in. They need to know about alcohol lessons too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They need to be up in this motherfucker too. I appreciate that like. Or so two people logged off. They logged in and logged off. They logged in and logged off. They see the thumbnail. They see. I just shared this shit on Facebook to a lot of people, and they seen the thumbnail, and it made they might clicked on it and see what I was talking about. They should have said something, explain to us what was going on. Which reminds me I need to unmod some people too, man. When I need to get on my laptop, man, and unmod these moderators, man. Just the moderators are just strictly for live anyway. The way I figured out, and I thought my homies them that do watch my actual podcast show, they actually watch the shows, and I thought they probably would have been tapping in on my live a lot more because they used to always tell me to go live, and now that I go live, they really don't be tapping in. So, but when they did tap in, I thought they was gonna be they was gonna be tapping in a lot, so I made them moderators. So I'm gonna take a lot of them homeboys and shit. No love lost, they still my homeboys. It's just no sense of having them as moderators when they not in the live. They not on the live, and no sense of having them as a moderator. Because there's people who ask to be a moderator, and the only people that are moderators are people who be on. Everybody that became a moderator. Oh, appreciate that, Shawanda. My chat room is lagging. Appreciate that, Shawanda. My chat line lagging, I see. Because I can see it on here what y'all saying, but I can't see it on here. Um, it's no sense. Like I be telling everybody else that they need to. People that been asked to be a moderator, I tell them when they come on a little bit more, I make them a moderator. And it's people who be coming on a lot that this should be a moderator, but I haven't made them a moderator yet because I really just don't want a room full of moderators in the chat room. I want to have some people that are not moderators in the chat line because I know sometimes when the trolls see it's a bunch of moderators in the chat line room, they don't want to troll. They don't want to come on the channel because you got to understand, 80% of the motherfuckers that come on live chats, they are trollers. They would make the fucking live stream or the chat line go hard because most of them are trolling and most of them just coming on to troll. And I think we ran all the trolls off. You notice nobody come on this live and troll no more? Y'all notice that? It used to be a troll down there every night. I'm talking about a troll. Most of y'all that's moderators was trolls before y'all became moderators. I appreciate that, Jahad, man. Debbie Prasada. See, I was just talking about trolls, y'all. DB Prasad, he's one of the first trolls that I think they ever come on here. Yeah, I remember DB. Yeah. DB Prasad, I knew you, yeah. Hey, what's up with it? What's up with it, Debbie? What it do, Debbie? What it do, Debbie? But yeah. DB used to be on here a lot when I first started live streaming. He used to be on here a lot. Um, he trolled a lot. But I guess they kind of cool now though. I don't know their energy. I don't know they be wishy washy. You don't know. I never know what I'm gonna get. I never know what I'm gonna get from these people, man. They nice tonight. But when I had Katie on here, man, trollers came from everywhere. But like I was saying though, I noticed the trollers don't come on here no more. I mean, I used to be there and there. And get what? When the trollers on this bitch, all the moderators that be on here, it's good to have them now, but the trollers don't be on here. Until I get a lot of trollers, I add some moderators. But I am gonna demoderate some people though, because ain't no sense of having them as moderators when they don't watch the live. They're just gonna be regular audience. Ooh. Somebody say something in the chat line. I'm trying to see something. How many people is say on the screen is tapped in? Appreciate that too, Oceans. You know what, man? I don't try to talk out of bounds on nothing I am, you know. I speak off experience. I don't really just speak about nothing that I'm not aware of, or I don't try to toot my horn on shit that put it like this. If I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm not going to talk about it. So that's how I explain my knowledge to people. I've been through a lot. I learned off my old mistakes. I learned off people's mistakes that's around me. And I ain't gonna never leave nobody wrong down the line. I'm not gonna tell nobody to do something I won't do. Y'all remember that DB Prasad? You say English not your first language. You say I forgot where you from. I think you say you from Saudi Arabia or some shit like that, or Afghanistan or Pakistan. You from one of them spots, right? It's 11:17. It's still early though. My bad, guy. My bad. My bad. Watch this right here. Hold up. Why this Shawanda gonna like this? Shawanda like this. Guess what I cooked yesterday, Shawanda? Seriously. Guess what I cooked yesterday? You know, I grill Saturday. I cooked ribs and chicken, had a couple of links going. And people always ask me, man, why would you cook ribs, man? You always cook chicken with it. Or you, I said, no, because you don't want to just eat. Because when I grill, I want to grill the whole way. I want to have a variety of everything. It'd be my kids the idea. My son, he'd be like, I want ribs and chicken. And then like part of the meal, I get ribs, chicken, I get the Earl Campbell hot wings, and I get the down home sausage or the home sausage, beef sausage. And sometimes I might get some steaks, sometimes I might add shrimp. But I get the same stuff every time when I grill. Um, Shawanda, you still here? Oh yeah, you answered my question. So yesterday I cooked smothered hamburger steak, rice and gravy with some cornbread, some green beans. Shit. I got it I got it warming up on the stove right now. When I get off the live, I'm gonna make some more rice, cause I'm gonna make some more rice and have me a good meal again. Eat real heavy. Debbie Beside, that's some soul food, man. It's like some black southern cooking. Rice and gravy, brown gravy and rice, cornbread. You got the green beans, and you got the smothered hamburger steaks. That's one thing I do miss about home. You rarely meet the women. The women out here in Dallas or the DFW, they don't go. They don't do not they go tos when they cook food or whatever. They they, they might every now and then. Most of the people out here they always do a lot of Mexican food out here. They always doing some type of tacos or tequila or burritos or whatever. Even when they come to breakfast, they mix. It's always a Mexican style breakfast. It's never that regular home down hood, shit. Sausage, egg, bacon, and shit like that. The toast and all that shit that I grew up on. But like I was saying back, it's hard to find women that's out here that's built on that type of time that cook like that. To my black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever, Mexican, they don't cook like that. Beef tips and rice, they don't cook like that. They don't make pot roast and shit like that. They don't make chili beans and rice like that out here. They just don't do it. Not the people I be around are saying. Uh, so I have to. That's the only time I get food like that. I'm glad I know how to cook food like that because I wouldn't get it. And then you got a lot of people here in Dallas, man. A lot of people are from Chicago, from Detroit, New York, Baltimore, or It's a lot of people from out of town here. Uh, you got people that's from cities that's not known for eating like that. How about that? Yeah, you start just talk to your sister a lot, man. I mean, that's how you need that, especially if you're gonna be indulging in American conversations. I I be around Mexicans all day in my job, and like the little shit, I pick up a lot of shit not trying to, and I learned that. But again, then when I'm around other Mexicans and whatever, And they talking, I can understand I know what they mean when they saying it because I'm used to hearing it at work. And eventually I started saying it too to them. Hell yeah. See that's why see oceans. That's why I'm glad I know how to cook that food because I won't be eating that food either. I had to go somewhere like Sweet Georgia Brown's, which is way in Oak Cliff, down way down there. Or go to one of them black owned restaurants that got shit like that. My mom and pop places. It ain't too many around this way where I live at. Uh, I live in a prestigious area. You know, it's not hood around here, so it's like they don't have those little mom and pop black spots where you get shit like that. Not well up in my area. I have to drive it further away. But I'm glad I learned how to cook like that. And since I was 18 years old, man, since 1996, you know, when I got I moved out of my, I was fresh. I was out of my mom's mouth at the age of 18. And I had to learn how to cook. You know, I used to call my mama back in the day, this before cell phones and all that. You know, and you know, you had to call your mom on the house phone, on the caller's phone or the you had to call them on. You had to talk, and your mama had to walk you through the meal. Hey, mama, how you say you make that? You get the beef chips and rice is one of my favorite meals. The first thing I learned how to cook. Fried chicken was another one. So I had to learn. I learned. And I fucked up the food a couple times. You know what I'm saying? For years I fucked it up. But every year I got better. And like now I'm at a point now where I don't fuck up food. It be shit I cook for the first time. It be shit I cook for the first time. And I still make that bitch right. I still ace that shit. Yeah, man, my English is a little different, man, because I'm from Louisiana, and I got a raspy voice on top of that. Plus, I'm speaking a little slang sometimes too. So you probably mine kind of my dialect probably loses you. My dialect it loses most Americans. Man, go to the grocery store, Oceans, and get you some. I know they got. They sell Tony. I know they got Tony's seasoning now. That shit. They got stuff like that in the stores in Cali. But you know California. You know California though. That's that. They damn near vegetarians out there. Most of them. You know they don't want you smoking cigarettes in certain areas. You know most of the shits you see out there mostly juice bars and organic shit. You know what I'm saying? You know people ain't really just eating no meat out there in L.A. I mean, they like I said, they go to they cater to the Mexican culture food. Though it's like I got a homeboy from the West Coast. He from Long Beach, and he can't now he probably do, but shit, that nigga don't know how to fry no chicken. That nigga don't know how to fry no chicken. I made it well. Long as I know how to cook all the food that my mom cooked for me when I was young and shit that I eat. That's all what matters to me. I don't have to know how to cook nothing else. Cause I don't eat that shit. Now, if I were to meet somebody and say, this nice lady want me to cook for her one night. She want me to cook a certain item, and I never cooked it before. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna ace that shit. I'm gonna learn how to cook this shit. I'm gonna ace it. DB, if you just, damn, you know, anybody on the chat line got 50,000 subscribers? I think I'm about to start doing restream too, guys. It's like I can restream live and load it to YouTube, but I'm trying to have it where I can stream live with Megan, because Megan really wants to be the co-host, but she's so busy because what she does, I think she's involved in collegiate sports. Uh, she's into the sports programs in colleges and stuff like that. So she's everywhere. She's in New Orleans one day. She might have to fly to San Francisco. She might have to fly to Virginia, and she be want to be tapping in. Megan, she be in the chat room. She wants to tap in, and go live with me sometime. It's just she be busy, but when she's out of bounds and out of town, she wants to. She don't mind hopping on the screen with me and being part of the live. So she sent me this little website, this site where I can. It's called Restream, where I can go live on there and like load it with YouTube, where y'all can kind of be part of the action too. So I'm gonna figure this shit out. No, I ain't never had no Indian food, man. It's a bunch of Indian places around here and Mediterranean places or whatever. I ain't never had none of their food, man. If my mom ain't never cooked the food, I don't eat it. If my mom, auntie them, or grandma them ain't never made the food, I'm just a guy from Shreveport, Louisiana. Now I'm open minded to certain stuff, but certain stuff I just know I ain't gonna be like. I know I won't like oysters. I know I won't like sushi. It's just certain shit I just know I won't like. And if it smells bad, I'm definitely not gonna eat it. That's why I don't eat chitlins. I don't eat chitlins. I don't eat shit that smells bad. Got a funny smell to it. I don't like it. So that's another thing right there. It might be psychological type of shit, but I know I ain't gonna like it. So I save my gut and I save people some food. Cause if you give it to me and I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat it. I don't have. I was dating this Filipino chick a while back, and I had went to her house one day. They had a little family thing going on, and they used to always offer me food, and I turned it down. I'd be like, I just ate. They're like, oh, come on, you can try this. No, I don't. I just ate. I'm not hungry. I'm not gonna eat all of it. You'll be wasting your food. And I had the girl I was dating, she already knew what it was. I mean, no offense at all, to be honest. I don't eat nothing my mom ain't never cooked. Even if it's black, when black people offer me some food and I never had before, I'm not gonna eat it. Cause it's certain, I mean, it's just people food I don't eat. Period. But if it's something my mom ain't had before, I'm just a simple guy. Original. I eat original shit. Shit that's the simple shit. Uh, I don't go too far exotic with the food. You ain't finna make me eat no oysters. I tried to eat. I tried to eat an oyster a long time ago. They did the same thing. I tried everything once, but it's to a point. I'm at an age right now. I ain't trying nothing no more. I don't care if it's. I ain't. I'm just. I knew because everything I tried that I knew I had. Anything I had to try, I know I don't like it because I ain't had it yet. So why I'm gonna try it now? I'm gonna turn it down. I had a white homegirl. Well, I got what she's still my homegirl. Um, I remember she used to ride to Louisiana with us and free times, and we'll be at my mom's house or our family gatherings, and I'd be around this girl, and I watch her not eat nothing all day, and when it's time, I ask her do they want something to eat, and she'll say, "No, I'm not hungry. I'm good." And that was just saying she don't eat that type of food. She didn't grow up eating black folks food. She grew up on a certain type of diet. Her palate is different, so she would. That's just what that is. Now she probably would, but back then, she was oblivious to black folks' food or whatever. She didn't want to try it, and it took me a while to realize why she never wanted food, or she was always she didn't eat. She wasn't hungry because she just that's the nicest way to tell you I don't eat that or I don't want to eat that. So now I'm that type of person. Now lamb chops are good. Now I try lamb chops, lollipop lamb chops, and I have them. I like the thing about lamb chops or lamb. Uh, it's different. It has a, a, a certain type of taste to it, so you have to marinate it a certain way. You got to marinate it right for it to taste good. Lamb has a distinctive taste to it. Trust me, people know when they're eating it, just like deer meat. So you have to marinate it differently, and for a long time. You just can't get no lamb chops from somewhere and come home and season them bitches up and put them and cook them. You got to get them bitches. You got to marinate them bitches and let them marinate for like a day or two, and then cook them. That's why when I have lamb chops, when I get lamb chops, I get them from fine dining joints because I know that fine dining place, that fine dining restaurant, they marinated it right. They had their bitch sitting in the marination for probably about a couple 48 hours, 72 hours, and then present it to you. It's gonna taste right. It's gonna hit right, and you'll know if they did it right because you won't have that look on your face when you eat it the first time. Yeah, lamb chops, oxtails. I mean, I ain't, to be honest, I'm not too big on oxtails or lamb chops. I think people do it. People that graduated from steaks, because steaks was the big deal back in the day. When you got your big steak in you or whatever, that was kind of like a flex. I think when people eating oxtails and lamb chops, that's them flexing with their meal. So I think this is what people I want some oxtails or lamb chops just to flex on what they eating on. When some of that shit don't be tasting right. I'm a ribeye person. I'm a steak guy. I like New York strips too. I like sirloins. It depends, but I'm a ribeye guy. Like the Del Monaco cut. I like that cut. I don't like flat irons that much. If I get a filet mignon, I'm gonna get it butterfly. I appreciate you for doing that, DB. DB, you been cool tonight, man. I ain't never, man. Maybe I got the wrong take on you. Maybe you always been cool. I thought you was a troll a while back. Shit, like my shirt, man, from my homeboy Sean Penn. Them had threw a party back in 2020. They had the Henny Dick Loading, you know, and the females they had the shirts that say Henny Pussy Loading. I mean, yeah, lamb chops and oxtails, yeah, they expensive. You're not gonna find those at regular restaurants. Now, oxtails, you'll find them at Jamaican joints because that's what most people eat. Jamaicans and uh, West Indian people, they eat shit like that. Oxtails and shit like that, uh, and lamb chops. But most of the time, you go to like a fine dining restaurant. If you go to a fine dining, I suggest if you get it, it's gonna be expensive anyway. It's expensive meat. Steak is expensive. Shrimp is expensive. Uh, Salmon is expensive. Certain type of stuff is expensive. Shrimp is expensive. Crab is more expensive than shrimp. Lobster is more expensive than crab. So it's all about the quality of the food. So, but yeah, you go to a cool place. You go to truck. You go to, like, I hear you got a bunch of high end. You got a lot of fine dining restaurants that sell lamb chops or oxtails. I know most black owned fine dining they got oxtails, but every fine dining they either run lamb chops as they special. They either run it as they special or they have it on the menu. But yes, it's expensive. But at the same time, I don't know what expensive means when it comes to me putting something in my stomach. I don't know. I mean, I went out to eat last week. That Del Monaco that I had got, the 16-ounce Del Monaco that I got last week when I took myself out to eat at this restaurant was $63. Now, I went to the place with the intention to pay my bill. Just so happened somebody took care of my tab. I had a $20 glass of old fashioned, and I had a $63 Del Monaco 16-ounce ribeye. And my tab would have been 80 something dollars, and I would have tipped another $25, $30 on top of that. But I ended up giving the server $60 because this nice, lovely couple paid for my meal because they thought I was a cool person. Damn, your dad worry about what you eating and shit? Yeah, so see this place right here it's called Even Coast. It's right around the corner from where I live at. It sells pasta, steaks, and seafood. They got all type of seafoods. Matter of fact, I think they're known for their oysters and stuff more than anything because before I went there, that's all everybody talked about. There. Every time I brought it up to somebody, that's all they talked about. Yeah, we had the oysters, man. The oysters are real good. And the reason why the oysters are good, I'm gonna give y'all another fact and something that y'all probably don't know. Now you know the colder the oysters, right? The better the oysters are. So you ain't gonna get no oysters from the Gulf or on the south side of the Atlantic or the south side of the Pacific. You want to get your oysters from places like in Nova Scotia, in Maine, and Connecticut, and Massachusetts, outside that part. Or you want to get them way up there by Vancouver or outside of Oregon or Washington State. Because the colder the oysters are, the better the oysters are. So anyway, to get back to the oysters there, everybody always bragged about the oysters there before I went there and ate. I went there and ate last week. When I came back from the place, guess what I heard? And I told everybody where I went. And they said, did you get the oysters? When people that see me went, because they seen I shared the picture on Facebook, they asked me, why you didn't get the oysters? And I had to tell them I don't eat oysters. There's a lot of stuff in there I want to try on that menu. The menus, I just want to try their steak anyway. Next, I'm probably going to try something else. I looked at their menu. I'm going to try something else. Like I said, I'm a picky eater. I don't really go too exotic. I don't go out of bounds. It's probably about a pasta dish I'm probably going to try. I'm going to probably try their burger one day because they got a hamburger in that bitch. That bitch $25, $30. Yeah, but it's good Kobe beef. I like fried catfish. I like fried catfish. I like blackened shrimp, fried shrimp. Uh, I like crawfish. I like boiled crawfish tails. I like crawfish etouffee. I like fried crawfish tails. I like blackened alligator, fried gator. Uh, but I'm not too seafoodish. When I don't do seafood gumbo. I do chicken gumbo because I don't like all the oysters and crab and all the other shit that's in it. I ain't with that. Watch Lisa gonna message me or she gonna comment. Cause Lisa ain't here, but Lisa gonna watch the live, and she gonna let me know she checked it out. She gonna be like, oh, I hate I missed it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Leo must was tired when he got off. I thought he was gonna tap in. I thought Leo worked with me too. Leo. Then he probably got to go to his other job in the morning. You already know. You better know it. Yeah. A Oceans. They used to always. They used to when I first started going live on here. They used to laugh at me, my small little cigarillos, my minis. Why they used to laugh because I ain't rolling. And you could tell they young niggas because they want to smoke a big blunt or a backwood. When you got good weed, you don't gotta roll no big blunt. I mostly roll papers anyway. I haven't brought that to you guys. All right, there, Mr. Wonder. I appreciate you for tapping in. The love. We probably gonna ride by another 25, 30 minutes, you know. I'm just chopping it up, you know. Long as just somebody in the chat room, I'm gonna be talking, you know what I'm saying? And once the chat room start getting a little thin or whatever, nobody ain't talking, then, you know, I'm gonna stop talking and get up off here, you know. I ain't gonna talk to myself, you know. But I ain't gonna. I'm gonna keep this video. I normally I've been deleting. Like I do a video and I delete that bitch just because it won't probably get that many views or whatever. And somebody said I need to stop doing that. But it's kind of like when you get used to, you gotta understand, y'all. You gotta understand shit. 3 months ago, 2 months ago, niggas was getting thousands of views every night, and none of them motherfuckers ain't even touching that. You know. I had about 50, 60 people peeking in the room at one time, you know, and I that shit just ain't doing like it used to do. I think I think YouTube still fucking with me, you know, cause I was playing that music that was that I didn't own. Ever since they blocked that video, and that's like the last video where I had a bunch of views on it. Ever since they blocked that video, and then and because of the music, my shit ain't been peaking there like it used to peak. My shit used to peak in the thousands. And I was thinking my shit was flattened because of Katie wasn't on here no more. Now I had did a live by myself one time, and that bitch went to going, and but I had stepped out for a minute, and I like, damn, I got to go to the laundromat. I got to put my clothes out the laundry, put them in the laundry. So I stepped away from the camera about 2 or 3 minutes, man, and my homeboy started playing music in the background while I was gone, and that fucked the whole video up because they caught the fucking music, and that set me down. I was on the road, man. I haven't been the most in, recommended to watch. But that shit went down. After that shit right there, when they had blocked that video, because they already been giving me copyright strikes from the start because I was playing other people's music, but they really wasn't doing nothing to me. They was like giving me a slap on the wrist. But that one time, shit, them motherfuckers had took everything. They blocked the whole video, and ever since that day right there, my shit ain't been doing the numbers. But who knows, man? It could be that, and but that shit don't. Ocean, when I back then, man, I was tapping in this bitch, man, and it be about 5 minutes into the video, man. We got about like 60, 70 people in this motherfucker quick. And reason why I'm gonna get some views after this. When I load it up, when I'm done with this live, reason why people gonna go back and watch it because the people who I tagged on Facebook, they gonna see the thumbnail and look at the title and shit, and they from Shreveport, they gonna click on it to see what I was talking about. They might don't watch the whole live. They might don't watch 10 seconds of the bitch. They gonna get on there and see me talking about some shit and they gonna go click off. But as long as they on that bitch for 30 seconds or plus, I'm gonna get counted as a view. Nah, I learned they sure ain't playing about their copyright, man. This is why I started playing my own music, you know. I started playing my own shit, you know. I forgot I had my own music I can play. They can't say, and what it is unreleased music that we never put out. Like it's unreleased music on SoundCloud. So I was able, I really, for a while I was just trying to try something different and play some music. For a while I had people come and call on the chat line, you know what I'm saying, sending their music to me. I forgot that one nigga name, man, that from Ohio, from Dayton. So well he's from somewhere in Ohio. That nigga he was on here and shit. I guess Yeah, nah, they ain't playing about that damn copyright shit, man. They ain't playing about this shit at all. That's why I ain't want to really just make this shit no music thing anyway. Or what people just I interview rappers and stuff like that. The other show, my other shows are for me to present rappers and stuff or talk about rappers or whatever's going on in the rap game. This right here is just an open topic conversation. It's like open door. We bring all type of subject matters to this live stream. And I tell people who like when they see me on live stream, I say, don't get caught up on my live stream because this is not the actual show. I just do this shit, man. I'm waiting this new camera to come in, so I don't really have I can't do no podcast until the new camera come in. Plus the editing part, this editing thing I got, it was fucking up for a minute. But when I got this new camera coming, then I'm gonna start back doing the podcast. Well, and also the Kickback Chit Chat show, which is really my bread and butter because I do that 2-3 nights out the week anyway. Um, and I do the podcast when a guest is on board. But when I do start back the Kickback Chit Chat, with days I don't do the Kickback Chit Chat, I'm gonna do my live stream. So I might give y'all 2-3 Kickback Chit Chat shows out the week, and I might live stream probably about 2 or 3 nights out the week. Either way it go, you're still getting content. Well, guys, check this out right here. We over the what we got with? Yeah, it's a movie studio. Um, People think 50 Cent went out there. People think 50 Cent whole purpose out there is to try to. He ain't finna do fuck with no music shit. So all them rappers out there thinking they finna get some type of motion with the music and shit. They might want to turn it. They might want to create themselves as an actor or actress because 50 Cent ain't even really putting out music no more. He ain't even putting out music for. He don't even got no artist under G doing it no more. Tony Yayo's doing what mixtapes. And he ain't put out no music lately. 50 Cent ain't really he putting out stuff for the little soundtrack stuff for the little shows he got on Power and all that shit. But he ain't really putting out no albums no more. 50 Cent ain't doing this shit. The last time 50 Cent dropped an album, I can't even think. All the music 50 Cent present to us is based off his little shows he got. So he definitely ain't worried about no music niggas out there. Now, as far as movies, that he might pick a handful of people out of Shreveport though, but he gonna stay fucking with people he been fucking with or that he know anyway. It just makes Shreveport look good, and the fact that he got all that property is cheaper. Of course, he's gonna bring jobs and stuff to the city because he's gonna open up a bunch of stuff out there. He already bought property out there. He's gonna bring but we'll see what happens, man. Because uh, if he bring another hip hop humanity, what it is like January, March, April, May. It'll be if he gonna be in August, that means he gonna start advertising in June next month. He's gonna start advertising the H&H event that he had last year. He's gonna start advertising. Well, if it's gonna be in August again anyway, or he gonna have to start advertising it now. That way people can start making arrangements, and not just people in the city of Shreveport, people that he's gonna bring to the city. Like he brought all those comedians and all those entertainers to the city. He brought entertainers who ain't been out, who ain't been out in a while. Al B. Sure, you seen all kind of motherfuckers out there. Cat Williams was down there. So I mean, we'll see what goes on. But check this out, guys. I'm gonna go on in the live tonight. Uh, I know a couple of minutes where we got 6 people tapping in. I don't want Jihad Ocean to be the only one talking, and because nobody else is talking. Uh, And I think I'm gonna fire this blunt up. I'm gonna drink my other beer. I'm probably gonna get me the game in on this fucking PlayStation. And look at YouTube and see what's going on with the YouTube streets. Get up in the YouTube streets, see what's going on. And after that right there, I'm gonna eat my little home cooked meal and go to sleep. But I will be back tomorrow night. I hope I get off a little earlier, that way I can start a lot earlier. And no telling what tomorrow might brings, man. I might wake up tomorrow with some people mad at me. Uh, me talking about the city of Shreveport when I'm really just talking about the people of Shreveport. Some of the people at that. So it is what it is. It's your boy Cuddy J. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, and I'ma holler at y'all.